All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Kahalayim Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Kwakadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of our Grand Millstone, and a shalom to you brothers out there preaching truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Kwakadash, and you also to you sisters that believe. All right, shalom to you all. And this lesson right here I'm doing is gonna be a lesson. Okay, it's gonna be it's something I've been thinking on today. All right, I went on long drive today, and I was just thinking, the videos I've been watching. All right, the things I've been watching and seeing happening around. All right, and just measuring the time, see what's really going on today, man, in the times we're living in. All right, and before I go on, I want to get this preset right here and say something else, before I move on. You know, just yeah. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the eyes will begin to visit the world which he made. You see that? And I'm going to just leave it right there. Because if I go into the next verse, I have a lesson for that also. All right? I'm going to just show you a few precepts anywhere I'm going to this lesson. And this lesson right here, and slack here, because I might not touching I might not bring out a lot of scriptures. All right? If I do, Lord willing is going to be edified. But this right here, I was supposed to do it live, but I was in a car full with with other people, and the car wasn't quiet, so I thought I would just do it like this. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. It says, as he sat upon the mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him. That's Yahushua, him. His 12 disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Right. So the disciples came by, when Yahushua was at the Mount Olive, asking questions privately, saying, hey, when is going to be, when are these signs are going to be? All right. And the signs of the end, of you coming and the end of the world, right? Then verse 4 says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. You see that? Take heed and that no man deceive you. You see? That's the answer Yahushua gave to his disciples. You see that? And now, brothers and sisters out there that believe in this doctrine, right, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which is being told by the elders, all right, the elders and the apostles. It's like the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone, okay. If you believe in that, then hey, that's a good sign right there for you, because that's the full doctrine, okay. And they saying, I'm not here trying to like this catch this scoffers, scorners out there, these dudes out there who's running out of oil, saying that we worship the man, we worship the apostles of Great Millstone. We don't worship the apostles of Great Millstone. We give them reverence and we respect them. Okay, we honor them, and we, you know, I, everything that we have seen, all right, is that they're being sent by Yahweh Shem Yahshua to be here today. Okay, 13 plus years in his truth right here. Okay, and this man ain't doing what these other men are doing, man. Okay, they push the whole Bible. They push the whole truth of the Bible, man. All right, you got some cats over there saying differently, but for what I've seen and experienced, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they push the same, doctrine of Yahweh Shai, of the Bible also. That's why you got all these niggas out there saying, oh, these guys to pushing the doctrine of rape, this and that, the microchip, dying, all this doctrine, man. Oh, the too harsh. Well, read the scripture and see for yourself, man. The disrespect the woman. Today I actually watched a video of that nigga Sa Neto for about 15-20 minutes. And the reason why I did that is because a brother from Chicago did a video. I did watch the brother's video, all right, on this nigga who was part of a Chicago camp or whatever. You know, he was doing a live video, and before I jumped into it, because I didn't know what was going on, I had to go watch the video, and I watched the video, and after that I was like, wow, I was left, I was a damn, man, this is ridiculous, this is crazy. Niggas really ran out of oil out there, man. But you brothers who might watch this video and be so I can resonate with it, that what I seen in that video saying that, you're gonna know what I'm talking about, man. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead with scriptures. So Matthew 24 and verse 4 says, and Yahushua answered unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name and say, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And that's the time we living in right now, man. There's a lot of people out there, man. Okay, a lot of religions out there, a lot of doctrines out there, and they will come in the name of Yahushua and say they're pushing Yahushua. They say they're coming in our name, but it ain't there, man. You see, it's not there. Okay. In verse 5, for many shall come in my, it's like verse 6, it says here, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things, it's like all these are the beginning of sorrows. I don't know why I say all these things, but it says all these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So, the other parts of rumors of wars, all right, that's happening right now. People rising against people, kingdom against kingdom. Famines is being spoken of over there in Cuba, all right? Other parts of the earth, Nigeria, all right? That's happening right now. Pestilences, we already in one of them, earthquakes, you can't even speak of earthquakes, because that happens every day in diverse places, all right? See that? And all that is happening right now. The main topic I want to go on is verse 5, and many shall come in my name, all right, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And I'm going into that because today, man, after a long drive and thinking about it, watching a few videos on these cats out there, man, yeah, man, it's really happening, all right? There's if you ain't right with it, man, you're gonna be casted out by these guys. You're gonna be taken, man. You're gonna be be taken by the doctrine that these guys are teaching out there, man. You brothers out there, man, I'm gonna go on a rant right now. It's like, yeah, which means I'm gonna speak a lot right now over the scriptures. I'm gonna speak on the things that I've been seeing lately, man. All right, there's guys out there who's been deceiving brothers out there, who's been bringing in divisions, okay, with this doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yashar, okay, who's moved by jealousy, envy, okay, they got hatred in their heart towards what the apostles and elders are preaching, which is the doctrine of Yahushua. You can measure for yourself, brothers. I ain't saying follow what you see. The scripture says, try every spirit. So try for yourself and see for yourself, man. All right. And also, try these cots who's telling you that what the GMS is teaching ain't right. Try it. Do your research. The same thing the apostles been saying for years. They tell you, do your research and do it for yourself before hey, don't join something you don't know. Do your own research, all right? Don't call me because we saying this and that. Do your own fucking research. That's the message they push. But with these other cuts out there, they ain't telling you that. They tell you that what we push is wrong. This and that. Don't follow these guys. We got they're lifting on themselves. They ain't, they ain't saying this the doctrine of Yahweh. Dudes are going against the New Testament. They're going against the book of Paul. They're going, against the doctrine the apostles are teaching. They're going against, the rulership there is right now that was set in the spirit, all right? Okay? They're going against all that. Guys got rebuked and they can't take the rebuke. And they just have, themselves, okay, they lifted themselves to a higher place and guided themselves, dudes who wasn't right in the spirit. And now all they ever preach about on the highways and all they ever they do lessons on is slandering brothers. Straight up, man. I ain't gonna say the names, but they know their fucking names. You see this like if you see this like on this video and them cuts, man. All right, hey, but eventually that shit, I see them cuts all day, man. I want to say something about, hey, I'm gonna leave it alone because Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna review everything in the last days. We in the last days, man. I got this zeal, man. I get fire in my heart, man. Like, yo, these dudes, dang, you can't take a rebuke, bro. Like, what's going on, man? Why you so fucking, emotional, you know? But all that, man, is ridiculous, man. It's crazy. All right. So, there's dudes out here and they're pushing the wrong doctrine, man. And in in the latter days right now, these guys, they being rebuked. I know I've been doing lessons on this because I'm seeing something, man. Like I'm watching these guys and I'm just like, wow, like how many, every day is you guys are against you going against the brothers. You saying if you read the news, that's going north. You can't go into the news. That's how shall end with that. Like like how we supposed to report anything? How we supposed to prophesy, man? You know, like what's going on? Like how we supposed to get information? We get information and we back that with the scriptures. So what's the matter? What's the issue, man? And that's the fucking shit that will get you like, wow. So there's rumors of wars going on between Russia, America, China, Iran, you know, North Korea, all these countries. And we're here prophesying about World War III. So we can go ahead and tell you these countries are being mentioned in the Bible that they're the ones who's gonna cause World War III. We can't get them and show it to you. So those things right there, man, is ridiculous. All right. It's just like, damn. It's too much going on today, man. And from there, hey, so this letter right here I'm doing, it's to you brothers, it's to send brothers out there, man. Take a heed, man. Hey, there's a lot of going on today, man. You just gotta like find yourself, man. Meditate, fast and pray, man. Pray, fast and meditate, cause that's the only way you're gonna overcome what's going on today, man. All right. Cause they're going, hey, these cats out there, they're gonna get you. These guys are being set up to get the ones who Yahweh Shem Shadow want, man. Okay, I'm telling you, it's everything's being revealed. Look at the scary man. Look at them ISPK, UIC, even among those camps, there's an elect among them. They're gonna come out. Even these dudes out there who spread themselves lately from GMS who got rebuked and now they're going against camps. Well, even among them, you see, this is the book in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. All right, you don't be caught up in that, man. But sleight of man and cunning and craftiness, whereby they lie in way to deceive. And that's what you guys are doing out there. You cats, you new cats, man. You know who you are. Based on over there in West Coast, you know who you are, man. All right, you guys are just a fucking emotion, man. You guys are worse than women. Okay, how about Shimon Shai is gonna show your weaknesses in eventually, man. All right, just because nobody's touching to that, what you guys are doing. Well, I'm speaking on a little bit of it now, because if I get into that, it ain't. But I'm just warning any brothers out there, man, who might be caught up into it, man. It's a letter to the church, man. All right. Okay, if you watch them guys, you know who they are. They don't like the apostles. They don't like the elders. Any brothers who's on, who's doing the truth right here, and the apostles have reverence as brothers to be doing the work. They don't like you. Okay, they think you famous, this and that. That they calling one of the brothers from over there in South Carolina, Cora, and the brother's on fire, always prophesizing. Just because the brother got a zeal in his, in his heart, he defend the doctrine all the time. He defend the truth all the time. They don't like that. Okay, they don't like that, man. Niggas don't want to be told what to do. Same, you niggas got the same spirit as this black as the black woman. Okay, it goes to every single niggas out there who's against the doctrine, man. James 1:5, 6 says here, but let him ask in faith, no wavering, for he that waver is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. And a lot of you lack of faith, man. All right, you lack faith. I should read from verse 5 says it. If you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Messiah, Yahweh Shemasha, that give to all men liberty, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, no wavering, for he that waver is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. All right. Verse 7, let no that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. You see, let no that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord, man. I guess, no, it wasn't real like that. Let me, another version. Such people should not accept to receive anything from the Lord. And a lot of you guys, man, a lot of you dudes out there who's going against this doctrine, saying such thing. You don't have wisdom, and you don't have faith within you, man. There's no faith within you. All right. That's why right now you're just wandering around. Okay, you are dry born again. Your spirit's running out. Your oil is leaking, and you don't know what the fuck to do but to come to man. To come against the man who got the oil, who got the oil going. This man, you can see the fire still burning in him, and you niggas, your fire is going out because your oil is running out. Okay, you fucking hurt, man. Verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And some of you, man, you are fucking double-minded. Because at one time you were saying double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone. Now it's respect to the elders within the spirit. Well, let's make it clear. Say, who are those elders in the spirit though? Who are they? The Apostle Grand Millstone? If they ain't, let it be known. So, since you think you got the doctrine going, tell the whole world they're going off, and these elders that there is out there, they're the ones who got the truth. Is that bitch ass nigga over there in Phoenix who got the truth? Who think he got a spirit on him? Let it be known. If he got a spirit, okay, cool. That's cool. That's all right. But let it be known though who the elder who's in the spirit, who they are, man. So the brothers can follow the right doctrine. Cause you niggas intend to say, if you can see this and now, you're gonna be able to see. Nah, man. I knew when there's a new baby in this truth, they're supposed to be guided, man. All right. They're supposed to be fucking guided, man. You can't let your woman give her birth. All right. Give a birth to your child, and next minute be like, nah, you got it. You can guide yourself, child. You are this age. You don't teach him nothing. You see what I mean? You niggas going off, man. This is the book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 31. And he said, how can I accept that some men should guide me? Some men should guide me, man. You niggas ain't guiding nobody. Because you going against any brother ask you a question. Okay, a young brother might come in and ask you questions, but you're like, oh, you're supposed to have eyes that can see. Where these brothers are brand new baby, newborn. All right, I knew you. Yeah, you ain't gonna send your new baby go walk by the street, man. Close to the street. You ain't gonna teach him about crossing the street. You ain't gonna tell him about these rules of the streets. Get hit by the car. You ain't gonna tell him about that. What happens if they cross the street when the cars are moving? You ain't gonna tell him none of that. Playing with fire. You ain't gonna tell him about that. All right. You ain't gonna teach him. You ain't gonna show him the direction. Come on, man. You guys don't make sense. You see that shows all, man. If you niggas living like that, man, your household is fucked. You niggas have no spirit, man. There's no spirit within you. You down, you bastard, you jealousy, you fucking emotions. You just out of order. And right now you're just fighting. You're just fighting just by being scoffers. And you think you're doing the right thing, but see, you're being deceived by how about Shim Yao Shai, man. All you can do is just, hey, check yourself and fucking repent, man. You know, it says the book of Acts 8, verse 31. He said, how can I except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him, man. You see, that's why you see the apostles do that, elders do that, the brothers do that with the young brothers. You niggas ain't doing that. Check yourself with that, man. You niggas ain't right, man. Verse 9. Let the brother of low degree rejoice, and he that is exhausted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it weteth the grass, and the flower thereof falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perisheth. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways. You see? And that's what's going on today, man. Oh, you ain't gotta be rich in money. You can be rich in being famous. You can be rich being scoffer. You can be rich being a fucking scorner. Okay? When you got people looking up to you, you being rich in some type of way. And another thing, you can be rich, teaching this truth of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And the brothers, the elect, are gonna look up to you like, okay, this man is guiding me to a right way. But you niggas ain't doing that though, man. That's fucks. You niggas ain't doing that shit. Okay? And this is a letter to the church, man. Okay, anyone out there who listen to the truth, preached by Yahweh Shem Yahshua, preached by the man in GMS, and the brothers out there who might be part of GMS by preaching the same truth, listen to them. Forget about these guys who's coming against those brothers, man. Please don't follow them, because those men out there, they ain't right. Those men who's teaching that GMS is going off, the elders and the pastors of GMS ain't right. Those brothers are jealousy. Those brothers don't got nothing in their spirit, man. They just they're moved by jealousy. They move in it's this time it's all carnal, man. All right, this is the beef. This is the hip hop beef going on, man. All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. You see that? This is the book of Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as a spiritual, but as unto carnal, even unto his babes in Hamashiach. So the way I'm speaking to you now, I'm trying to show you in the words of this world how things happen, man. All right. Okay, you go into the world today, you're gonna have man who's jealous of you because you might be doing something right, and you moved. Okay, you prospering. You teaching. I'm going by this word. You could be a basketball player. You go this and it's not. Well, there's gonna be individual out there who never put work in. They're gonna be jealous of you. They're gonna look at you down. They're gonna try to cause a lot of things. Divisions out there. They're gonna cause a lot of things. They're gonna talk about you because you're prospering, right? Where in its truth also, it's the same thing. You gotta see it the same way, man. Because this truth right here is, is a investing. This is investment. This is the biggest investment anybody can invest in. When these men see that, okay, these brothers in GMS has invested in this thing 24/7, and they never, they always into it, and they rebuke, they exalt, they do lessons, they're in prophecy. Well, these men, they don't like that, man. They intend to hate those men because those men ain't in spirit and these men ain't, so they're jealous. Same thing in the world, man. When you're doing good, guess what? Your neighbor's gonna hate on you. Oh man, he got a new car, he got a new BMW, man. What this nigga doing? He's always at home. Is he a drug dealer, man? That shit never changed, man. Well, it's the same thing in this truth. All right. First Corinthians chapter 3, verse in verse 2. I have fed you with milk and not with meat, right? Simple things, not with meat. Because the ones who's supposed to, be on our meat, man. Hey, you gotta be in this thing. You gotta be spiritual, man. You gotta be of all age in the scriptures, man. All right. Because if you ain't okay in the edge of scripture and you're trying to jump to the meat, you're gonna fucking choke on it, man. That's why these niggas choking on. For hitherto you will not be able to bear it, neither ye now ye able. For ye are for ye are yet carnal, for whereas there's among you envying, see, strife and divisions, are you not carnal and work as man? And the answer is yes, man. You see that? And that's what's happening right now. So when you teach the truth, sometimes you have to go into kind of things to show brothers what's going on, man. First Corinthians chapter 9 verse 11. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, it is a great thing if we share with you carnal things. That's a question right there, man. All right, let's read it in the NLT right here. It says, "Since we have planted spiritual seed among you, are we entitled to harvest physical food and drink? If others be partakers of this power over you, I know we rather, nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of Hamashiach." Now check in the NLT what it says, man. Check this out. Verse 12 says here, "If you support others who preach to you, shouldn't we have any greater right to be supported? But we have never used this right. We would rather be put up with anything that be an obstacle to the good news about Hamashiach." You see that? And that's what's going on today, man. All right? Because we ain't gonna come at you and trying to fucking give you something just to fit in, and, and be right in your eyes, and then go ahead and deceive you, man. No, we're gonna give you whatever is written. Okay, verse 13. "Though you know that they minister about holy things live of the things of the temple, and they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar, even so have the Lord ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel, man." And so we're living by the gospel right here. All right. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we preach. Okay. Now when you read the verse 15 in the NLT says here, "Don't you know that those who serve in the temple get their food from the temple? And those that who serve at the altar share in what is offered at the altar?" Right, you know that, right? It's a simple thing, man. Now when it speaks about the temple, and we know today the scripture says, our we the our body is a spiritual temple today. All right, so there's no physical temple, but as every single man is counted as a brick, and every single man, your body is gonna be what is a temple of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. So whatever you do in your body, man, is what you're supposed to show out to the believers out there. All right. That's what it says here. "Don't you realize that those who work in a temple that get a meal from the offering and brought to the temple?" You see? And then it says, "And those who serve at the altar get share of the so so sacrifice sacrificial offerings." You know, and that's what happens today, man. All right. But verse 15, "But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that I should be so unto you, be so unto Saka, be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die than any man should make my glory void. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, what is unto me if I preach not the gospel, man?" You see? So none of us is going out there trying to, glorify ourselves, what we do, this and that. Nah, man. We preach the gospel because the scripture says, hey, you know, Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's why we do. That's what we do this thing, man. You know, that's why Apostle Paul came back. He says, "I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach another gospel, man." All right. Now I'm gonna go here real quick. This is what I do all the time. It's like you. Okay. First Corinthians. It's like you. First Corinthians. First Corinthians 9 and 11 from my GNBDC. Check what this says, right? It says, didn't he really mean us when he said that? Of course, that was written for us. Now, you know what? Let me go back to verse 8. It says, I don't have limits myself to these everyday examples because the law says the same thing. You see, we read in the law of Moses, do not muzzle an ox when you are using it to thresh corn. Now is the Mosai concerned about ox? So, the work the apostles do, the elders do, the brothers do. Hey, there's supposed to be some type of, reward, or, some type of, payments. It's like to say like that, but there's a better word to use, but, something like that, all right? You know, didn't he really mean us when he said that? When he said it, he's talking about the ones who's in it doing his work, starting with the apostles and the elders, man. Of course, that was written for us. The one who plotteth and the one who reapeth should do their work in the hope of getting a share of the crop. You see, we have sown spiritual seed among you. It is too much if we reap material benefits for you. If others have the right to accept this from you, have we even, Saki, haven't we any even greater, right? But we haven't made us of this right. Instead, we have endured everything in order not to put any obstacle in the way of the Messiah. You see that? News about Hamashiach. This is it. I'm gonna read that one more time. We have endured everything in order not to put any obstacle in the way of the good news about Hamashiach. So the apostles and the elders, they're enduring them. Okay, they go ahead and do it order and still preach the good news of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, man. The good news. All right. Verse 15. Surely you should know that the men who work in the temple get their food from the temple, and those who offer the sacrifice on the altar get share of the sacrifices, right? Okay, that was happening back then. You sacrifice this, now you get that, right? But today, how do we gain those things though? Through Yahweh Shem Yashai, man. Okay, surely the men who work in the temple get their food from the temple. So ones who's doing now, hey, where your food, where your needs come from, Yahweh Shem Yashai, and nobody's here sacrificing the altar in the altar right now. No, that ain't happening today. Everybody is sacrificing their body as living sacrifice, and your need is being given by Yahweh Hashem Yashai if you're doing the right thing, man. In the same way, the Lord have ordained, has ordered that those who preach the gospel should get the living from it. See, but I haven't made us of any but I haven't made use of any of these things. No, am I writing this in order to claim such rights for myself? I should rather die first. Nobody is going to turn my rightful boast into empty words. You see? In verse 16, I'm gonna start from here. I have no right to boast just because I preach the gospel. After all, I am under orders to do so. And how terrible it would be for me if I did not preach the gospel. You see that? And that's what we do today, man. We ain't here asking for nothing. The apostle ain't asking for nothing. If brothers can do it, they can do it. Because we living under our captivity, man. Captivity is like here. And some brothers don't have it. All right. There's brothers under debt, under loans, and this and that. Because we all wake up, late. Some of us, we already under such a thing, and and you can overcome that. It's something you gotta go through it and do the work. Why are you going through that, man? All right, but these cats out there, yeah, see them. This is the apostles. They put themselves in high seat. The apostles are this and that. The apostles are wicked scribes and Pharisees, but I don't see the apostles like that, man. I myself being here in Australia, ever since I put a name, down GMS Australia, I haven't seen her, supposed to give a tithe. I, did a couple of times and all that. But when I can, and when I couldn't do it. And, never received no message from no, the elders and pastors. I got a few elders on social media I speak to. It was never like that because they understand the situation we're going through. But now if it was ISPK, IUIC, that wouldn't go through it, man. All right. That they wouldn't let you go through it, and they wouldn't go through it with you doing what we do. All right, so that's on. This is a letter to you brothers out there, man. I'm speaking from the truth. Okay, from my heart, telling you the truth. Me being over here in Australia, I got a brother here with me. He can testify of that, man. I never went to that brother. Hey, bro. Hey, man, the apostle needed this now, because I know what type of situation we're in. And so if you brothers out to be out there speaking like that about the apostle and elders Graham Millstone, you brothers ain't right, man. You brothers are false prophets, false teachers. You moved by envy, man. All right, for real though. Okay. All right. So last couple precept, and I'm gonna close it off. This is the book of First John, chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, as ye have heard that the Antichrist shall come. Even now there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. And we in the last time, the Antichrist, the many Antichrists are here right now, and you can see it. All right, if you have your eyes and ears to see, you can see it all, man. All right, let me get this quick preacher right here. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse hold on. Just give me. Matthew chapter 15, verse 15. For these people's heart is wax gross, and their hearts are like their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their heart ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should hear them. You see, the ones who's being carried away by this, by the winds of these doctrines there is out there. This right here, verse 15, is the situation you're in right now. Now, verse 16, but blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear, man. That's all. That's what I want to say on our verse right there. So go ahead and read in your own way and get an understanding on that. Because I know this individual spoke of me. I had an accent. Man, I don't care, man. All right, English ain't my fucking first language. All right, even you that speak it ain't right. So fuck you, little children. It is the last time, as you have heard that the Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is a very it is a very it is it's like it is the last time. They went not from us, but they will know of us. If they been of it's like if they had been of us, they will know that have continued with us. But they will not that they might be made manifest, that they will know all of us. And that's what's happening right now, man. Take heed to those words, man. That's what's happening right now. All right. That right there is happening. Second Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing these first that they shall be second, knowing this first, they should come in the last days coffers walking after their own lives. And that's what we going through, brothers. We facing that situation right now, man. It's deep right now. Okay, the ones who have eyes, they're gonna see it, man. For real. Okay, last precept, this book of Acts chapter 20, verse 29. Knowing this, that after my departing, shall grievous wolves enter among you, no sparing the flock. You see? And that's how also that is happening. You niggas ain't right, man. When you jump to verse 30, and also of your own self shall man arise, speaking preserve things to draw away disciples after them. Therefore, watch and remember that by space of 3 years I cease not to be warned every one night, and there with you, and there with tears. All right, that happened during the time of apostle. The apostles, well, guess what? This is happening right now, man. All right, this is happening right now as I speak. These guys are coming in, they're speaking preserved things about the apostles and the elder great millstone, and trying to take it away from your beliefs, man. All right, these guys are they're working for Satan. Yeah, about trying to set them out to be who they are, man. They, like the scripture says, in the last days you're gonna be in your lot where right now they're in their lot, man. So they're going through it right now, and they're coming after you, brothers out there, man. So you know what? Be careful, man. Watch and examine every spirit there is out there. Try every spirit, all right, and just don't be carried away, man. Okay, like I said in the video, anybody who's coming against the doctrine, the apostles and elders, Grant Millstone's teaching, they ain't right. By the end of the day, they ain't right, man. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't saying this to worship, man, nothing like that. It's just like, it's what I've seen. Me being in Australia, it's what I've seen. I don't see nothing a lot. I don't see brothers, going through it, beefing and all that, but through the spirit, it's all being manifest, man. All right. So until then, hopefully, this lesson was edified to you brothers and sisters out there, man. Until then, a shalom and tawada to Yahweh, Bashim Yashar, Bashim Kokodash. Give me a spirit to do this lesson right here. And again, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone. All right. Let us to the church. Shalom.